Hello and welcome back to Against the Storm. In our last episode, we completed our second town out here in the Coral Forest. Did quite well, and I think we blocked the Brass Order from being able to keep going. And we talked about coming down here, and I'm kind of surprised they're not over here as well, but they're maybe not that smart. We talked about coming down here to try and pick up this levitating monument. I would like to try one of those, but I think what we should do instead, based on the reading of the patch notes, is to go to a Cursed Royal Woodlands tile. And the reason I want to do that is because they have changed the resource profile in the Cursed Royal Woodlands. If you haven't seen my video on the patch notes yet, I talk about how they've changed and rebalanced some of the resources in all the biomes, but they've drastically changed this one. So now the trees give, in addition to wood, insects, plant fiber, and roots, whereas before they gave, resin, plant fiber, and roots. And that was very similar to the Royal Woodlands that gives resin, plant fiber, and eggs. So they've kind of changed that around by quite a bit and made it a bit more varied than it was before. But they also, as I mentioned, changed the resources that drop in all the biomes. So pay close attention to the whole thing down here, as well as the screen that you can get to through multiple ways in the city as you go. But to make sure that you're collecting the resources you get. But one of the key things they added in this update is the small camps. So now with the at the start of every town, we have the 3 regular essential camps that are kind of the core part of the game. That's the woodcutter, the stonecutter, and the harvester. I always forget the third one. I think it's the harvester's camp. I guess I should look at the patch notes, right? Yes, the harvester's camp. That kind of lead you towards gathering materials for the for building materials. And then there are 3 small camps: the trapper, the forager, and the herbalist, that are geared more towards gathering food and food ingredients, as well as other ingredients that aren't gathered by those first 3 camps. And then there are normal versions of those 3 small camps that you can find through your blueprints, reputation blueprints, your trader items that they sell, and from finding them randomly as a ruin in a glade. So you can now pick up those types of resources, and so I'm really looking forward to that. Although, as I reflected in the patch notes video, if you haven't watched that, they're not going to be that helpful, I'm assuming, in the marshlands, because I'm sure they won't be able to harvest the giant organisms, because they also cannot harvest the 2x2 nodes that are found primarily in Danger and Forbidden Glades, and possibly exclusively in Danger and Forbidden Glades now. Whereas, because they've increased the chance of those spawning in those 2 glade types, and they've decreased the chance of the small nodes spawning in those 2 glade types. So we're going to have a little bit different gathering experience here, but I think we should give this a try on Viceroy difficulty and see what happens. But before we do that, we do need to go into the upgrades and see about buying some upgrades with our 159 food pieces here. So I think we talked about the herbalist camp, but I guess this would be the regular herbalist camp then, the full-sized one. I'm guessing that when you take the embarkation bonuses, that's one way to get the full-size camps, because the small ones are essential camps now. Oh, and they removed the scavenger camp, because roots are now gathered by the forager and eggs are already gathered by the trapper, so you don't need the scavenger anymore. So we could also start the daily expedition option here. I do want to do this. I'm not going to do it right now, but I do want to do it. I do want to start doing dailies sometimes, as some of the maps that we do. I may even consider doing dailies as a stream event, separate from, the towns, but I'd have to time it right so that I was able to start and complete a daily. Well, I don't know if you have to actually complete them in the same day. Actually, I don't know how that works. I've never tried seeing if you have to complete the daily in the same day that you start it, or if you just have to, you get the rewards that were there when you started it. Let's see. It would make sense that you would still be able to continue the town, but I haven't actually tried. Let me know if you've tried. Increased town vision range, I think we should try for this one, just so we can see a little bit more. Otherwise, we should do embarkation stuff, but we need to unlock that one first. Embarkation bonuses for building materials. I would like to take that one as well. We don't have enough artifacts to take both of them, unfortunately. We also have more trade limits out here, and we have this one here, which is additional cornerstone pool, which would be nice too. I think, though, I want to do the increased town vision range here. And then this gets us an embarkation point, and I think I want that because I'm greedy. And then we could do another 48. We'll save the daily expedition. Maybe we won't. Maybe I'll take it. I really don't see myself taking the herbalist camp as part of the embarkation. I guess we could, especially like maybe for the Scarlet Orchard or something. I guess we could. But you know what? I think I'm just going to save the food stockpiles we have, and we'll see what we want to buy next time. Maybe we can try and get some more artifacts through some nefarious means or something. That would have been one advantage to coming down here to the Levitating Monument, or going up here to the Fishman Ritual site. Ooh, now we can see that one there too. Umber has strongly requested that I do the Fishman Ritual site, and I would, and it gave me a decent strategy for how to accomplish it, and I will do it. I am committing to doing it. I'm just not going to do it right now because I really would like to explore the Curse of Royal Woodlands. Now, I could, of course, potentially come out here, but it's too far away. There is a spot there that we could reveal, but again, we can't get to the Curse of Royal Woodlands from there. So I think we're just going to do this Curse of Royal Woodlands here because that's really the only one we can see. Oh, we can see this one too. Ooh, should we do this? That's Coral Forest. It looked too dark to be Coral Forest, but it is Coral Forest. Never mind. So let's just come here. We're going to miss one tile here, but that's okay. We do have our 5th embarkation point here, so we'll have that to spend. And of course, we have the 2 additional effects that are key to this biome. The glades, the type of glade is impossible to recognize, so we'll have to be careful. And we have restless spirits to deal with, so we'll have to be careful with that too. 9 or 8. 9 sounds better, although freaking harpies. But we do get a bonus of 2 here. 1, 2, 3 raw and 1 stack of cooked food. But we have 3 raw food here and a stack of cooked food here. So that's not a big deal. This one's going to give us... Wow, this one gives us a lot. A few less parts than this one. But it also gives us some water skins, which is interesting. So, yeah, I don't see why we shouldn't do this one. And then let's pick out some stuff here. We'll take the wood as I usually do. We can take clay on the ground. No stone at all. No coal to get stone even. So clay also from copper. Which, that's new, I think. I don't think there was copper here before. So that's one of the new things. And then I think we'll take some clay then, just to make sure we can get started making bricks, that is. Again, nothing to make plants with yet. Or fabric with yet, no plant fiber or reeds, but we will get those, I think, eventually. And then we have 2 points to spend on food. I think we should take the 2 36s because that seems logical to me. So let's go ahead and embark. We're going to be loaded with food here this time for a little while. Let's go. Okay. So our drizzle force mystery here is Salty Breeze. Food production speed is increased by 80%. Of course, we have Looming Darkness. We have at Hostility 1, we need to have housing, or we will have Under an Open Sky, which villagers with this effect have soaked clothes and get -5 penalty to their resolve. I don't know why they don't have this problem anytime, but apparently they don't. I get it, it's a game. Acid Rain at Hostility 3. Recipes producing building materials yield 50% fewer goods. So it could be smart to pull your workers out of any building material creating buildings, especially the crude workstation and the workshop if you have a workshop, because they're gonna produce half as much unless you really need them to produce those goods. You really, really need the goods. Spreading contamination at hostility 4. Blight rot contaminates everything you send to the Citadel. During the storm, the Queen's impatience grows 5% faster for every blight rot cyst in your settlement. So now we have to decide, do we allow those cysts to grow, or do we burn them in holy fire so that we don't have to suffer an impatience growth? Decisions. And finally, without services, we suffer from eerie song at hostility 5. And that gives the villagers a plus 5% chance of perishing every 15 seconds. And we already talked about these two here. So let's go ahead and take a look at our starting glade here. We have some, oh good, thank you. We have some flax over here. That's going to give us some bonuses too, as you can see. We have bleeding tooth mushrooms, which we can now gather from the small herbalist camp. And we have some insects, which we now gather from the small trappers camp. Wally is a happy boy. I think what we're going to do for strategy-wise this glade, we're going to finally follow Umber's recommendations, and we're going to just trim the trees around and not actually punch into a glade, because we don't know if any of these are danger glades. Sometimes you can kind of guess. The ones that have little spots of trees in them seem to more likely be danger or forbidden glades, but I don't know that it's 100% guarantee, so be careful with that if you're going to try that idea out. So as you can see here, we have woodcutter, stonecutter, and harvester for gathering the building materials. Yes, that was somewhat redundant, but that's fine. And then we have small forager, which will gather nothing we have right now. Small herbalist, which we could actually use now. And then we also have the small trapper, which we can actually use right now. So let's go ahead and get those started. And then we can do this, of course. This for sure. This one here. And this one here. And then I want to use new keys, F, and then I want to control click and just do a bunch of this. Give me trees. I'm probably going to end up clearing most of these, of course, too. But I'm going to do this, and we're probably going to set the woodcutter up down here first, where I like to put my houses, so they can clear some space, because we need to get houses up and running for 11 people here before we can get going. That's not you. This one's you. Woodcutter, come down here. It is set for only marked trees again, so that's good. And let's put 3 humans in here, I guess. That'll work. Until we just know who we have here, I'm just going to put 1 person in here gathering insects. I'm going to put 1 person in here gathering herbs. Although I'm not following Umber's other advice and not gathering anything until after the storm. Or after the orders come in. Let's try that one too while we're at it. There we go. You're welcome, Umber. But we can take a gander at our first reputation bonus or building here, blueprint here. Rain mill, good flour. Scrolls and packs of building materials, both at 1 star. Provisioner. Actually, that's very good flour. Good flour, good barrels, good packs of provisions. We are going to see copper, so we could potentially make barrels in this biome. Pottery is also going to be good because the copper will yield some clay. If there's specific clay nodes on the ground, which I'm suspecting there will be, we'll be able to get clay from there as well. So we could potentially do pottery here. And then the third vessel being the water skins. Leather's going to be tougher to come by unless we can get a ranch, I think. Unless there's snake eggs here. Skewers, biscuits, and pigment. This would be good, but it's kind of a little too early. We need the flour first. And then the brick oven gets us a 3-star pie. Again, we need flour for that, but also coal and incense both at 1 star. So I probably will go with the provisioner for my first choice here, although that's kind of a bummer of our first choice in my opinion. But we'll see what happens when we get our cornerstone and our order and then go from there. Chop, chop. And then we should probably start putting down some shelters, just so we have those ready to go. We're going to need 4 shelters total. So there's 3. We'll get the 4th one down in a little bit, when we can move the woodcutter a little bit. Cornerstone, biscuit diet. This is good, but it's a little early. Although, I mean, it's never too early, I guess, to be ready to get double yields from food, but or from, you know, your farm ingredients, but still. Woodcutter's camp is quicker. That could be a good one to take again this time, just so we don't have to have as many woodcutters. Good for Viceroy, probably even better in Prestige for that reason. And then metal recipes are quicker. I'm assuming that would also include mining of copper, so that's not a bad idea here. But I think we're going to do reinforced axes, and then we'll wait and see what our first order is. How are you all doing? You're hauling now? Good. Good. Now we got a little bit of plant fiber from the trees there. Let's move these folks out of the way. They can actually move down here to where they're supposed to go, and you can move over here where you're supposed to go. And we can also put up the crude workstation, and we have the wood for it, and the makeshift post. Same answer. And our first orders. Okay. Cut through 2 glades, rebuild or salvage 1 ruin. Get bonuses to stone, which we're not going to see, but clay would be good, as well as some simple tools, or have 5 packs of building materials, and get a bonus to planks, get some bricks, and get some simple tools. If we took, I mean, you could do this one anyway, but especially if we took the rain mill here, then we could get a little bit cheaper building materials, which might be worth it to take that bonus. Do I want it, or do I want this other one? Well, I think I'm going to take this one. Next is a delivery of packs of provisions, packs of crops. Well, if we take the provisioner, we'll have cheaper packs of provisions, so that could be useful here. Or we can complete 2 Danger or Forbidden Glade events to get a bonus to copper mining, or copper production, wildfire essence, and 25 coal. This one will give us 4 random people, some grain, and some amber. Let's do this one. This is me being wishy-washy again. This wouldn't be bad, though. I'll do this one, though, just in case. And then amber trade. Sell goods worth 16 amber and give away 10 of it. 6 simple tools, a wildfire essence, and 2 people. Or we get this one back, but it costs us more. And it doesn't give us anything better. Now that's making me suffer a little bit, but we could still do it. I think we'll do that. We'll do it. Alright, so we didn't get anything super shocking there. Let's go ahead and assign some people to these. And this one here as well. I can go over there. Human for that one, maybe. And then here, let's do the provisioner for our first pick. We could take the large trapper's camp. We could take the herb garden, the small farm, or we could take the temple. I think I will want one of these two. The herb garden could be useful, but we are going to see herbs in the ground. But we're also going to see grain on the ground, so But I think I'm going to go with small farm here. I should take the trapper to enable to gathering from the large nodes. Yeah, I should actually take the trapper. Man, you make this a tough game. The reason I should take this is because I should. I'm sure I'm going to see meat, insects, and eggs in the large nodes in some of these glades, and we wouldn't be able to collect them otherwise. So yeah, let's do it. Tinkerer, lumber mill, clothier, and smelter. The smelter would be good for smelting that copper when we find it. Tinkerer is good in general, but it's kind of early for the tinkerer. Maybe the lumber mill is better in this situation. Probably is. Although the tinkerer would be nice, because we can get the packs of building materials that we need for this, but maybe we'll get it again and we can take it again. Maybe. Let's take the lumber mill. You're still waiting for a little more on from the wood department there. So this automatically upgrades to a full-size trapper camp upon taking it. And it's replaced it replaces the small camp here in your list and hides the small camp. So you don't have to worry about going around and upgrading your small camps to regular camps. When you get them, you can just they just automatically upgrade, which is really nice. And since they're also faster at collecting, I think this might say it's slower, but it doesn't say. Well, 23, 13, and 13. I didn't look at what these were before, but I'm guessing they were probably at least 13 seconds before. I should have looked. I didn't look. Let's see. We'll push this down again to there. We'll put up the 4th house when we get enough wood to do so. Here. And then we can also put up the decorations. Fence corners. I like them. We don't have the wood for those either. They take 2 each. That's fine. Let's get, well, let's see here. The lumber mill is going to need to have 2 bricks and 2 fabrics. So let's just make bricks and fabric here. We don't have enough of that yet, but we just need to start making these and these. Bricks and fabric. We need to use the clay here. We don't have stone. That's one of the other nice things too, because this you can't get stone in this biome, but you can get copper. So even though you can't make paved roads, since they added the reinforced roads, now you can at least get the reinforced roads here. So that's kind of a nice nice improvement. All right, housing is done, and then let's. Oh, I forgot to put somebody in here. That would be good, Wally. And then this one, we could start making those packs of building materials, but I'm going to wait until we start making planks. We could make 4 packs of crops, though. That might be a good idea. Use those. Make 4, and then stop. Yeah. Thank you. And we have our ancient hearth at encampment in the first drizzle. Round of applause, please. I'm just joking. Not really, but yes, both. I think I've cleared enough here. Yeah, I would want to clear the roads too, and they're going to get this road here. But I think then I'll move over here and clear some space over there. Oh, you're getting this road too. Well, that's nice of you. All right. Works for me. I think it's based on wherever that arrow is. It's distance from that arrow. So it's dependent there. We're not doing any buildings, so we could do some more gathering if we wanted. We could also set up another woodcutter's camp, which might not be a bad idea. Hostility just came down from 1 because our impatience went up to 1. I'd like them to chop that tree right there. That would be good. Yeah, that's good. And then let's go this way, and we'll do this, and that, and then we're going to move you folks over here to do those. Because I could put another person in here. Yes, it's going to take my hostility up to 1. I will probably pull somebody out when the season ends. But yeah, you're done already. Good. Clear that. Return those so we can eat them. And we have those packs. We just need to make the packs of provisions. And the provisioner is going to need planks, which is why I'm making the lumber mill. I should have swapped these to the other side. To be the opposite sides, that is. You come over here. Actually, no, that was fine. Because I can put the lumber mill in now. Lumber mill? Oh, I don't have the fabric yet. Do we have fabric now? You're making it. Good, thank you. Let's force... Oh, we have it already. We just didn't deliver it. There we go. Even better. No scrolls, no trade goods, just planks here. And I'll give you probably one of these people who's currently chopping wood. Although I could do away with my extra builder. I think I might want them to start making the provisioner pretty soon. So we'll pull one of you out from here. And put one of you... Oh, 2 of you in here. Even better. How did I miscount something? And then you all can keep working your way like this maybe. Where else do we want to do any trimming specifically at? No. That's fine. You can just keep going from there. And you can keep going from there. So we have 3 woodcutters. We have 2 people making planks. Oh, because I had one in here that I pulled out, of course. Yep. And you can get those going. What do we have? We have lots of wood. That's good. So I won't need very many woodcutters. Let's turn off the coal burning just in case. We might want to use it for something. And everybody's pretty happy, but we're at hostility 0, so that's understandable. We should force delivery here. And then let's move this out of the way. To this side. Yeah, that's fine. And we'll get that provisioner in here. And that'll be good. And then the third building we took was the trapper, so we're done with that right now. Past 2 impatience, so our hostility came down again. Convenient. The other thing that I don't have that I should have is a rain collector. We can put that last harpy to work in the rain collector once they build it. That would be good. So when we pop into these glades, we can have some stuff ready for it. Packs of provisions we actually want to do first. We'll probably use meat, or we could use the berries, but we're actually gathering meat. So let's use meat, and we need 4 packs of provisions. Yes. Let's set that limit. And then let's come up here, check our cornerstone. We're going to be potentially burning a lot of blight rot this time, so I don't know that we're going to have very many buildings with 100% blight rot. Education could be good depending on what our third race is. Urban planning gets our population a little tighter, but construction is slower. What's our third? We don't know. Troll, game. I think we should do this one. Yeah. So I think I'll do urban planning. No, because that's trade routes. Let's do. You know what? Let's re-roll. I never do the re-rolls, so I need to do the re-rolls. Deserted caravans. Trading is unavailable. I think not. 3 burnt blight rot cysts lowers hostility by -10. While the hearth is corrupted, you're unable to sacrifice resources. We could try that one. Since we're going to burn blight rot cysts in this one, that might be useful. Rigorous training for every 5 villagers with a need for brawling fulfilled. Well, that's right now just harpies. Could be lizards if we get them. The chance for bringing back twice as many goods from events is increased by 20%. That sounds pretty good, but I think we're going to try the baptism of fire. Just to see. Just to see. Let's put another human in here, I guess. And let's put a harpy in here, I guess. And then we'll put another harpy in there after that. We need another house, though, so let's get that going. Okay, good. Good, you carried enough to do both. We have a harpy in here, so that makes sense, because they're carrying as 5 now. Let's let you get a few more of these trees, and I think we're going to maybe come up here. We need to decide what glade we want to do first. That one might be a decent choice, just because we're so close to it. Could be. Could be. We should build some more roads, too. Here. There. There we go. Now let's move you folks up here. I think we'll cut into this one, see what happens. See what happens. Let's go ahead and do this delivery, but let's pull you out of here first and return this stuff here to be edible. Eaten later. That gives us 4 people. Do we want the 4 people right now? Or do we want to wait? Sit on this and wait. It also gives us a building. We have 3 builders. Let's do it, because we can also throw... Oh, there we go. We have lizards. Let's throw 2 people at this, actually. And also we have orders. So the training gear one would have been a good one. The education one would not have. Well, I mean, you know what I mean. Let's see. Complete 5 trade routes and sell goods worth amber to a trader or a trade route. Get a bunch of amber back. The exact amount of amber back, actually. Bricks and a bonus to water skin production. we're not seeing much, if any, leather here unless we get a ranch. I don't know. But then again, Harpy Resolve above 16 is going to be a little while off, but I think we'll do it anyway. And then 12 packs of luxury goods. Carpenter, leatherworker, and press. I'd rather not. Let's do grain instead, even though we don't have a small farm yet. Yeah, let's do that one. 5 humans, but also some bricks and some incense. We'll see how that works out. And we have a building choice. Carpenter, of course. But we don't want it, really. I'd rather have other things. The weaver would be really good here. The brickyard could be good as well. Crystallized dew could be good to be able to make. The bricks and the pottery would be good as well. With bricks taking less clay per craft, it gives us clay left over to make crystallized dew from. We're not going to get crystallized dew any other way other than, you know, random glade events or something. So we could take this one. Fabric would be really good though, because right now we have to get plant fiber either from the trees or from like this. We are getting it from this right now. We're also getting clay and bugs from this, but these are going to be somewhat limited. Man, that's a tough choice. That's a tough choice. Plus, the training gear would be good for both lizards and harpies later on. But maybe I'll get the Tinkerer offered again, and then we could get it there. I think, right? Right? Didn't I see it there? Yeah, the Tinkerer. So I might go with Brickyard. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Brickyard. And that needs planks. That's easily enough accomplished. You go there, and then we can put that down right here. And then I want you to stop making bricks right now. Send that back. You can finish that whenever you'd like, though. So bricks from clay. Crystallized dew from clay, although we're not going to make it yet. Pottery we're not going to make yet either, but we'll probably... Actually, I don't know what kind of fuel we'll use to make it. We don't need pottery until we actually need it, so let's wait on it. And I'm going to put... No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Lizard go here. No harpy. Lizard can go there. That would be fine. But is there somewhere else that gets lizard bonuses? I don't think so. We do need more housing. Just one. Go there, please. There we go. And it's a danger glade. Hidden Trader Cemetery. Small farm. That's something. Fertile soil, although it's only one small farm, so you got to be careful where you put it. A lot of fertile soil in here, though. A swamp wheat field and some large clay. But we can collect large clay, so that's fine. Swamp wheat field is also large, which means that we can't gather this until we get the regular foragers camp. Dang it. Okay, well, let's take a look at this. This is going to need stuff we almost don't have, but we can give them these. Get 60 hostility every 60 seconds while the glade's being worked. 4 minutes, we should be fine. So let's assign a couple people to come and do this. Do we want 5 ancient tablets, 25 planks back, and 3 global resolve, or do we want a point? I think we'll take this. I think that makes logical sense. Go, please. 1, 2, 3, go. And then we'll get this thing also recovered. I think I'll just assign one person to do it. And that'll be good. Let's see. You all can move a little closer over here, perhaps. Although I guess I could have done that differently, too. And then we'll go there. 1, 2, 3. I want to put a road across here, I think. Yeah. Road, go across here. And then we'll cut into this glade somehow. And we'll kind of clear this over here a bit. See where we can get with this, with these fields. Now, this isn't going to be able to cover this whole thing, so we're going to want to move it around when we can. It's going to cost us whatever it costs to move a farm. A few wood, I think, 5 maybe. Same as a house, but that's okay. And then we'll be able to start making flour from the grain that we grow there next year. And maybe we'll get the large forager, and we can, you know, gather that grain too. You're done. Okay. We don't have anything else for you to gather, unfortunately. So we're going to park it right now someplace. And just leave it down there. But we do need to build our stone cutter camp. There you go. And I heard... What did I hear? Hostility going down because that went up, maybe? Well, their happiness is going down. Oh, the hostility went up because of this. Right, that's what I heard. Let's go ahead and get you all up here, and we can get somebody started. Not you, probably. This one. Move this way. Move this way. So I'm going to wait and figure out what this is going to look like before we put it anywhere. For right now, at least. Probably going to run the road up through here somewhere. So we should figure out where we want to put this warehouse at. Could put it like here, but I don't know exactly if I want to put the small farm... oh, one plank to move it. It could go there, it's hard to tell, or it could... No, it can't go there, it's got to go here. It's got to go there, I think. If it goes here, it could pick up these as well, or instead, or whatever you want to call it, but I think it just needs to go up here. We're going to wait, though, and see. Hopefully they get this thing done in 30 seconds. Oof, that's close, but it made it. We made it. Move you all closer over here, then, too. We made it. We got almost done now, though. We could potentially start making these. We do have a lot of planks coming in. We do have a lot of wood in stock, so we could assign the human to do this for 7. Because I don't think I took another building with a better recipe. I suppose I could make sure before we actually let them do that. Trade goods. Correct. We have low resolve on 2 of our 3 races. Not a surprise. We can fix that by knocking out... Not you. One of you? There we go. And I hear the moaning of the blight already. We have two whatchamacallits here. Which means that our negative effect of this... No. This. So never mind. Let's see. We could use... I just thought of something else that I wanted to do, and then I completely forgot it. So I'm going to think about it for just a moment. But I'm not going to remember what it was. Oh, we could do this too, if we wanted to. Wouldn't hurt, I guess. Let's put in a park. Although I'd like to push it all the way out to the edge somewhere. Maybe over here would be okay. Could do one down here also. Which means I need to trim more to the edges. Let's do this. That was the park, right? I want to do 2 of the same ones. And then the garden, we can put that out here. It should be okay. I want to make sure I put it in the right spot. Looks like right there is the place, yes. Please chop trees fast. So, if I'm correct, then I want the road to go right here. If I'm correct. So we can get a builder out here to do that. They've removed all of that. That's good. Do this, please. I'm going to go ahead and then let you build these farm fields here. We can see. I'd really like you to... I'd really like to be able to move this here. I'm just going to move it. If I'm wrong, then we can fix it later. Because I'd like to put the humans in here and let them start plowing. But I guess I should have maybe let them finish building the fields first. That's okay, we got 2 builders. And then I want to put a storage out here. Maybe I could put it even closer then to the farm. Like here. Harvester's Camp has no deposits nearby. Alright, well then you can come out of there. And you can get placed next to the other one that doesn't have anything to do. Let's go back with some more woodcutters. And... oh, I clicked the wrong button. It was dumb. Wait, where's my cornerstone? There it is. Each newcomer group has 2 additional villagers. I did this one last time. We could do it again, but I think I'm going to do flame amulets instead, because this cuts our woodcutter hostility in half. We could do that one, but I think we'll do flame amulets. It's a good one to do kind of early-ish, in my opinion. Let's see, 5 and 5. Getting an additional lizard would be nice. Getting 3 more harpies is not as nice. The humans could be nice, but we have the pending bunch of humans, I think, from this one. Yeah. So maybe we do this one after all. 3 copper bars versus 5 eggs and 2 amber. It's fine, I guess. We have more farm fields to place here. I think that'll be it. And sadly, yeah, we don't have coverage for that, so we'll have to figure that part out later. I did control click these, right? Yes, I did. Although I don't want those 2. Please. I'm going to put these guys back down here just to trim some more trees. You're done making bricks. Good. Do I want you to make anything else yet? Not yet, I don't think. Yes, this was the right spot. Alrighty, small herbalist camp has nothing to do, and we don't have anything else for you to do, so you can also be retired. I should probably not be retiring them, though, in a viable settlement building area. So maybe we put them, excuse me, out here. Out of the way slightly. I'm going to cancel this tree, because we don't need to remove it. I'm going to let them remove these ones over here, though. We can do this big delivery, but I want to pull you out of there first and return those. 4 tools. It's not going to do us any good right now, but it'll do us good for other things. We did get another building out of it. Tool shop. 3-star simple tools. That's a good one. Barrels and water skins, less good, although barrels won't be too bad, because we do have a crystallized dew recipe here as well now. Skewers, copper bars, and ale. Bakery would be good, since we're able to make flour, and we have a source of grain, but I don't want to do anything with the grain until we get that one done. Crystallized dew, cosmetics, and wine. We already have the crystallized dew. Cosmetics and wine wine was not good, except unless you want to use it for packs of luxury goods or something, because we don't have beavers here, but I think I will take the bakery. And we can go ahead and build it, even though we're not going to use it just yet. There, please. And then you can go across there. How close are you to being done? 1 more tree to chop, looks like. Yeah, so this is going to be another... we'd have to have another farm for this one, which would be fine. Let's move you up here, and you can just trim some trees around home. We could possibly pop into another glade, although maybe we'll just prep one for next season. I don't know if we'll get enough grain out of this harvest, though. 6 times... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... maybe. Maybe not. We tell them to stop planting vegetables. Not like we don't have plenty of food. And plenty of vegetables specifically. You want your coffee break. It's literally planting time. You want your coffee break. Take your coffee breaks during the storm when you have anything. Well, I guess you do plowing then. Doesn't matter. Keep moving. This way. Yeah, I think we'll prep and pop into that glade maybe next, or this one. That one. I like that one better, I think. Totally random. I like that one better. Plus, we're only one tree away from it, and it blocks me from building more production buildings over here. What do you got? 3 Danger Glade events completed. That gives us an artisan. That's a good one. We already have the barrels, but the coats and the pigment would be pretty good. No, actually, coats aren't that great. We only have one race who can use them. Bonus to vegetable production would be good for our farm, though. And parts are never bad. 24 farm fields plus 20 packs of crops. Gives us 4 random people plus grain production plus parts. Do I want the artisan that bad for the pigment? Maybe. But, on the other hand, plus grain production would be really good for ale. Oil could be good for oil. Could be good if we get a ranch. Of course, flour. Especially if we don't get a small farm for our repeated use farmer for actual blueprint. This one could be really good. Yeah, let's do this one for that reason. Let's see here. Standing level 2 with settlements on trade routes. We could try it. Or cosmetics times 40 plus a bathhouse gets us +1 to harpy resolve for every 70 cosmetics produced. 30 cosmetics, so that's a pretty close to 1-to-1 there. And some biscuits. Let's try this one. I'm going to try it. Speaking of that, let's put a trader up out here. Out of the way somewhere. Maybe like out there. We don't really even need a road to it, except for them to build it, but it takes, what, 10 logs? That's 1 builder walking out there. You have harvested all those things. Let's move you right here. And then let's build some more stuff. We have a lot of free people because we opened up these. We could assign people to things. Even the woodcutters. Good workstation is bored. We only really need 1 person in there making fabric. Could just say, hey, come here and gather more stuff, kind of thing. 4 plant fiber for every 12 vegetables produced. That might be good. Bonus to mushroom production. That could be good. Bonus to flower production. That could be good. Bonus to clay production would probably be even better. We do have a couple of packs of things we could sell, but it's only going to earn us like 1.67. We could sell some tablets, but that's dangerous to do. I mean, we could probably afford to sell at least 2 of them. That would get us another 16 amber. That could be good. Although we should keep the packs of provisions. If we did this times 2, that would get us 16 amber minus the cut here. So that gets us like basically 13. I can make it 13. Which would make us at 25, which means I could buy one of these. But which one would I buy? Clay seems like the logical choice because, well, we have those two huge clay nodes we're working on, though. Plant fiber for vegetables could be logical as well. But I think we have plenty of plant fiber right now. We have 44. And then mushrooms could be good too if we see mushrooms. Man. Do I want to do this anyway? Maybe. I could sell you something for 25, hopefully. I could sell you a few wood to make 20. It'd be 5 wood. To make 30. Yeah, let's do this. But which one of these do I want? This is a tough decision. You know what? I'm going to defer this decision until tomorrow. If you would like to chime in on this decision, reach out to me or let me know in the chat, in the comments, or come to Discord and say hello. And also let me know which one you think I should take. Of the 4, I can afford 1 of them. So let me know which one you think I should take, or none for that matter, if that's your vote. I could also buy other stuff from her, but I don't think I need to buy anything else from her. So we're going to leave this here. at the very beginning of, in year 3 already. We're going to pop this glade open at the end of the storm in the storm coming up. We're also hoping to find another farm blueprint so that we can actually farm some more than just this one plot. But hey, this is a big plot, so at least that's a good thing. So let me know. We'll see you all in the next episode. Bye for now.